Well, hello there and good morning, kids. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. We're getting closer to Friday. But first things first, what's up? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing great. I don't know about you, but these past days, it has been extremely hot. Extremely hot. So please don't go out. The sun is burning too much. And make sure to drink a lot of water. If you have pets, like these two little girls, Shuri and Salim, oh, they're Salim, um, give them water. They need water too. So please make sure to keep them in the shadow, under the shadow, so it's not too hot for them. Don't take them out because it can burn their little paws. So please, you also need to drink water, stay hydrated, give your pets enough water so they stay hydrated too. And well, that's the little advice for today. Now, today we're going to be working with the topics like always. We're going to be working with STEAM and think tank. Um, what are you going to learn today? You're going to learn how to compare unit prices in think tank. You're going to be like, oh, okay, what do you mean with that? Okay, what I mean is, so when you grow up, when you become older, you go to the store and then you're going to be able to check what to buy. Which price is better? Oh, this one is better because it has 12 cookies and it's $5. No, this one is better because it has 5 cookies, but it's $1. Maybe the one with less is better. Maybe the one with more is better. You don't know because you have to learn how to check prices, unit prices, okay? And then we're gonna be working with STEAM with something that we have seen before. We're gonna be working with mass and weight. And we have seen before these two definitions in book 4 and book 3. Okay, so let's get down to business. Let me share my screen with you. Voila, there we go. Weight change. Okay, so for STEAM, it's gonna be pages 139 and 140. Okay, weight change. Before we start with the definition of weight, we have to remember a phrase that I always tell you when we were watching these topics, when we were learning these topics in STEAM in book 4 and book 3. Everything in the universe occupies a and has. I'm sure maybe Fer, maybe Steph, maybe Sophie, Zoe, Danny. A lot of you are going to remember. But if you don't remember, don't worry. We're going to do it like if I was Dora the Explorer. And I'm going to be telling you the things and then you have to complete them, okay? Everything in the universe occupies up and has. One more time. Everything in the universe occupies a and has a. I'll give you a few seconds to remember. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Time. Okay, everything in the universe occupies a space and has a mass. What is mass? Mass is both a physical property and a measure. Okay, for you to understand it better, let's read the instructions in here. You have learned in previous units that mass is the amount of stuff inside something. You have mass. The chair that you're sitting on has mass. The pencil, the pen that you use to write has mass. Your mom, your dad, your dog, your cat, the car, everything has a mass because it has amount of stuff inside it. Okay? Now, your mass, like it says in here, your mass is the same on Earth and the Moon. It is the same on Mars and Neptune. No matter where you go, the amount of mass that you have, it's going to be the same wherever you go. If you go to the moon, the mass that you have inside your body is going to be the same. If you go to Jupiter, it's going to be the same. If you go to the sun, it's going to be the same. If you go to Pluto, it's going to be the same. Mass won't change. It's not going to change. The mass is going to stay the same. If I take my cell phone, the mass of my cell phone, it's going to be the same exactly the same here on Earth as if it was in Jupiter, in Venus, in Neptune, no matter where it goes. Okay? Now, what changes is this little word. You have to highlight this. No, you don't have to do notes, but this might come in the exam, so it is extremely important for you to remember it. Weight is the force of gravity pulling on your mass. Remember that gravity is the force that is making you stay here on Earth instead of floating all the way into space. Okay, so weight is the force of gravity pulling on your mass. Different planets have different gravitational pulls. You might weigh 50 kilograms on Earth, but you would weigh less on Venus. Okay, for you to understand it, again, my cell phone. Maybe my cell phone weighs 200 grams here on Earth. If I take it to Venus, it's gonna weigh less. If I take it to, I don't know, maybe Jupiter, it's gonna be more. Okay, the mass stays the same. The weight is the one that is going to change. Why? Every planet has different gravity force. Therefore, it's going to have different gravity pulling. Gravitational pulls is what makes the weight different from one planet to another, from one moon to another. Okay? So if you go again from Earth to Mars, the mass is going to be the same, but your weight is going to change because the gravity force on Earth is different to the gravity force on Mars. Understood? Good. Then let's see the little exercise that we have down here. You have a little chart, and let's pretend, let's imagine that all of you, my kids, weigh 40 kilograms on Earth. That's why you have it already highlighting here, Earth, 40 kilograms. So your weight would be, in here you have to write 40. And then you have three simple questions that you have to answer according to the table in here. On which planet would you weight the most? You have to check the planets, you have to check the weight, and then you have to write the name of the planet. Number two, on which planet would you weight the least? Less. Okay, most, least, most, least. Okay. And number three, on which planet would you weight the closest to your weight on Earth? Most, your weight, least. Okay, now what you have to do on number three, you have to check which planet is closer to the weight that you have on Earth. Could be more, could be less, you have to check. Maybe it's 44, maybe it's 39, I don't know. You have to check which one is closer to the 40 kilograms that you weigh on Earth. Okay? Is it complicated? Nah, I don't think so. You're pretty smart. Now let's go to the other page, page 140. This part, we're going to skip it. Don't worry. We're going to go down here. And now down here, it is asking you, use the table above on the previous page for you to make a bar graph. We already work with graphs and we already work with bar graphs. Be sure to give your graph a title. This line that you have here, you have to write a title for the graph. You have to write, I don't know, weight on different planets. Sounds good. Now let's remember how a graph works. You have X, you have Y, and where they connect is our point 0. This is the start. So you have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. What do you think that is going to be? The planets? No, that is going to be the kilograms, the weight. And then on these little lines, you have to write the name of the planet. I don't know, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Earth. I suggest you put them in the correct order, okay? So you have to do the bar graph. Please use different colors. Yes, they need to have colors. Use different colors for each planet. Understood? Good. It's not gonna be that complicated. You have done it before. Now, these two in here, game zone, it's up to you if you want to do it. Okay, it's pretty much like making more questions about the topic. You give a different weight. Instead of 40, you give a weight of 35. And then you ask your mom, your dad, whoever is with you, okay, if you weigh 35 kilograms on Earth, how much would you weigh on Jupiter? And then they have to solve it so they can give you the answer. The game zone is optional. It's not necessary to do it. And this part, gravity painting. I would love if you could do it, but I'll be honest with you. Maybe you don't have the materials at home. And right now, I don't want you to go out. I don't want you to be exposed to this critical moment of the coronavirus. So please don't go outside. We're gonna skip these two activities. If you wanna do game zone, sure, go ahead and do it. I have no problem, but it's not necessary for the work of today. And this one, sadly, we're gonna skip it because maybe you don't have the materials at home, and I don't need you, one, to buy anything, and two, to go out. Okay, so don't worry about it. We're gonna skip it. So yeah, that's pretty much the work for STEAM for today. You have to do, let's do a little summarize all of this. Mass and weight. Mass is the same no matter where you go. Weight is gonna be different from planet to planet, from moon to moon, thanks to the gravity force of each planet, okay? Now, after that, after you check the table that you have there, answer the questions, you have to do the little bar graph according to the table above, or on the previous page according to the book 2. Okay, that's pretty much all for STEAM. Let's go down to think tank. Think tank, comparing unit prices. Which is the better value? Click, circle your answer. Sorry, not click. What do you think it's better? One donut for 60 cents or one dozen for $6? Dozen means 12. What is better? 12 donuts for $6 or one donut for 60 cents? What do you have to do? You have to compare the unit price. Remember, you have to divide so you can get the correct answer. This one already, you don't have to divide it because you already have unit price, the price for one. So one donut is 60 cents. You would have to do the unit price for this one to get the correct answer. And let's check what we have in here. It says, buying the larger package may seem like the better buy, but that is not always the case. Sometimes, the smaller container is the better value. It is important when shopping to look at the unit prices and compare them before buying. That is extremely important. Maybe mom, maybe dad do it. They always check the prices. They go on like, oh, I'm gonna buy 2 kilograms of meat by 50 pesos. But I'm gonna buy, here's this other one that it's 4 kilograms for 75. Which one is gonna be better? Oh, okay, maybe I have to compare the unit price. These are 2 kilograms divided by blah, blah, blah. These are 4 kilograms divided by this amount of money. Okay, so when you go shopping, right now you don't do it because you're still young, but when you grow older, you're gonna have to compare prices. So you can spend the money correctly, buy the things that you need to buy, and maybe if everything goes according to your plans, maybe have an extra money after you buy everything. So you have to check the unit prices. Now, let's try this like it says in here. In case that you're wondering, the pages that we're working, it's pages 171 and page 172. Find the unit price for each item. Show your work on a separate piece of paper. Yes, you can do it on optional pages, or you can do it here on the blank spaces. It's not that complicated. You already know what you have to do. It's a simple division. Original cornflakes. 23 ounces for 3.68. What is the unit price per ounce? Traditional cornflakes, 18 ounces for 2.52. What is the unit price for this one? Remember what you have to do, it's a simple division. The quantity by the price, okay? And then you get the unit price. After you do this, it says compare the unit prices. Which cereal is the better value and by how much? Which one is better? Which one is cheaper? The original or the traditional? And by how much? How much money is the difference between each? Maybe it's cents, maybe it's dollars, maybe it's 1 cent, maybe it's $2. We don't know. You have to do the operation. So you can write here, okay, the best cereal, it's original cornflakes by $2. Oh no, the traditional ones are better for 60 cents. Okay, it depends on the operation and the result that you get. Good? Again, if you have doubts on how to do it, please go back on the pages so you can remember how to get the unit price. Price divided by the number of units. The price by the number of units. And that's how you get it. Okay? Now, after that, we go to this other page, page 172. You want to cook dinner for your family. You only have $25 to spend. So you will have to do some comparison shopping. You need to buy 8 ounces of spaghetti sauce, 3 pounds of hamburger meat, and 16 ounces of spaghetti noodles. What items should you buy to keep your cost as low as possible? What does it mean? To spend the least money that you can. Obviously, you would have to do to check the unit price. But here, how you're going to do it? Okay, this is the activity. Okay, this is the complicated part of today. It says spaghetti sauce, spaghetti noodles, and hamburger meat. You're going to have 2 options in each of those 3. 2 options for spaghetti sauce, 2 options for spaghetti noodles, and 2 options for hamburger meat. And one of them, let's go first with spaghetti sauce. 8-ounce jar and 2-ounce jar. And you have the price. You need how many ounces? You need to go back in here to check. Oh, you need 8 of spaghetti, 3 of meat, and 16 of noodles. Okay, good. So let's check. Is it better to buy this one by this price or this one by this price? Okay, I need to buy the 8 ounces. Why? Because the price is better in here. You have to make the division. You have to divide the price by the number of units to get the correct answer. The same happens in here with the spaghetti noodles. The price divided by the number of ounces. The price divided by the number of ounces. And in here, again, the price divided by the number of pound pack. Once you do that, you have to circle the better by. Which one is better? The 8, the 4, the 16, or the 8, the 3, or the 1. Here you have to write what you have to buy, and here you have to choose the best option according to the division to get the unit price. And then the last part says, will you have enough money to buy the ingredients? Yes or no? According to your operations, will you have enough money? Will you need more money? Or are you gonna have extra money? Okay. So once again, the unit price is the price of one thing, and you need to know it so you can know which thing is better to be bought. Okay, maybe sometimes it's better to buy one thing because when you buy too much of them, the price goes higher. But if you buy less of them, 1 of them, 3 of them, maybe the price is better and you can buy the same amount for least money. Okay, so You have to divide price by an amount of things, and then you get the unit price. The exercise, that is this one, the last exercise, you have to divide the price by the quantity to get the better option, okay? And then with that, with all of this, you're gonna be able to know if you have the exact amount of money, if you need more, or if you're gonna have extra money. Good, perfect. That's all for today. These activities, the bonus activity and the reflect, uh, not all of you are gonna have the same answers. Maybe yes, maybe not. In case that you do, I mean, that means that you did it correct. And if you don't have the same answers, nothing happens. Don't worry. It's not like you're gonna be calling. Danielle is gonna be calling Sophie. Hey, Sophie, did you get the same answer? No, of course not. Maybe you do it, maybe you don't. But don't worry about it. If you have any doubts, if you have any problems, remember that you can always send me a message and I'll answer it. Or you can get into the Algebraics chat and I'll make sure to answer at the moment. Okay, Algebraics chat. I'm online Mondays and Wednesdays. Okay, from 10:30 to 11 exclusively for you 5th grade. Well, that's all the work for today. Please make sure to send your work to Algebraics, remember, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. After that, I'll check it the next day. Have a nice day. Drink a lot of water. Don't go outside. And I'll see you tomorrow. Love you, kids. Bye-bye.